I was just thinking that so many women right now that are business owners are in like what I feel like is like the now what phase, right? The now what. So you have like the initial phase, which is like the pre-planning phase, the excitement phase, like leading up to you launching your business. There's a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, a lot of invigoration around it. Then you get into the like, okay, I've launched this thing phase. And so you're just kind of like hustling and grinding and you're putting in all the work and the effort. And then you maybe start to see a little bit of results, but things just aren't like exploding, right? You want things to really, really obviously pop off. So then you kind of enter into the now what phase. The now what phase is where like the rubber meets the road. This is where you actually need to start learning strategy and learning how to run a real business, because all of that excitement, energy, and effort starts to dwindle away when you don't get these big results that you want. So now what? The now what phase is going to be the longest, messiest, hardest phase of your business, especially if you do not learn the foundations of how you're actually going to make this thing grow. And I see women get stuck in the now what phase for months and years. And then they'll start working with me and they'll go, oh my gosh, I just feel like I'm doing everything. I feel like I'm grinding all the time. I got a to-do list a mile long and I'm still not getting sales and I'm putting in all this effort and why isn't it working? And I'm like, oh, it's because you're in the now what phase. Now you just need to know what to do to actually generate sales on a repeatable basis for your business. And we can remove the emotion and the mind drama around it and get to freaking work. So if you feel like you're in this part of your business where you are hustling and grinding and you're not yet seeing the results and you're wondering why, it's because you're in this phase. Okay, it's like the messy middle. Again, this is the phase where you really need to focus on strategy. So this is exactly why I created Trendsetter University, because I know that the majority of businesses will not scale to 7 figures because they get stuck in this phase and they get so overwhelmed and so frustrated that they end up giving up because they think, oh, they just must not have what it takes. When in reality, all you have to do is learn strategy and learn frameworks. So Trendsetter University is a 6-month program where I walk you through all of the frameworks that you need to have in place in order to get out of the now what phase and get into like the building your empire phase, which is the most fun part.